China exports almost $100 billion worth of furniture. India was probably just 0.7 or 8% of this total value. We need more than 50 clusters. India could actually become an export hub of furniture sector.
Where can we expect to see the clusters? Government was considering the PLI scheme in the furniture segment. What is the status? If you're part of the furniture industry of India, this podcast is going to be very interesting and informative for you. Well, here I'm speaking to Mr. Mohit Singla. He's the visionary chairperson of the Trade Promotion Council of India, and he has spoken everything related to the current status of the furniture industry and the work that the organization is doing across the globe to bring the best of the best from the world. And what are the prospects for you as someone in the business of furniture? Well, without wasting more time, let me take you directly to Mr. Mohit Singla. To begin with, I'd like to know the Trade Promotion Council of India's partnership with World Furniture Confederation. And how do you think this is going to transform India's organized manufacturing sector in furniture?
Very important question, Vartika, indeed. It was actually a result of a report that we were doing on export competitiveness and India's how India is faring alongside China in various sectors. So it appeared that China exports almost $100 billion worth of furniture, which was the second largest exported commodity out of China. And India was probably just 0.7 or 8% of this total value. So we were exporting around 800 million. And we realized that India being a country with a lot of skilled manpower in the furniture sector, we thought that India could rise a lot in this sector. And that's when the idea was born. And we figured out that the World Furniture Confederation, which is the umbrella body of all furniture industry globally, is also incidentally headquartered in China. So we got in touch with the Embassy of India in Beijing. We sought their help and we lobbied and we got India a membership in the World Furniture Confederation. It was probably the last edition and already had 24 countries as their member. And it was a very, very good initiative. It was a good achievement rather, I would say, but it was right after struck by COVID. So year 2020, 21 and 22, not much work could be done. We still remained connected over online mediums. And it was recently in 2023 when the annual general meeting, physical annual general meeting of World Furniture Confederation was organized in China, in Guangdong, where we signed a MOU with the Chinese National Federation for Furniture Manufacturing to set up a furniture cluster in India. And we also had chance to meet the other countries, the chairmen and important dignitaries of the furniture industry of different countries. And that's where the journey actually started. And you will be happy to know that today we have MOUs with multiple countries, and a lot of countries have shown interest in the Indian furniture industry. We have had a good platform to talk about the potential, India's buying potential, and the fact that India's furniture sector is still unorganized, how we can generate profits for the entire value system by bringing it into an organized economy.
Wonderfully. I think that has been a great move, and that has led to a cascading effect with a lot more moves that you have done recently.
Absolutely.
Recently, I know you had signed a memorandum of understanding with Federal Italy, and we'd like to know about that MOU. And what do you think how this is going to impact the furniture sector in India?
Surely. As I just mentioned to you, our first MOU was with China National Furniture Association, which is the largest association of furniture manufacturers probably in the world, with 56 clusters to their credit, followed by our MOUs with Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Cambodia. And that included majority of the Asian furniture manufacturing countries. And we were continuing to lobby with the European Furniture Industry Consortium, and we in that line, and Italy happened to be the first country where we have signed the MOU with. It will be soon after followed by Germany and probably Poland.
Okay.
And this is a activity that TPCI is currently doing to garner support from all the furniture manufacturing countries to talk about India, to educate them about the business potential in India, and also to it's more of a lobbying effort that we are trying to put in so that we can create a more collaborative economy. Our idea is to bring all these countries, their expertise, their skills, and their design, their methodologies to come to India, work with Indian manufacturing sector, and create a more vibrant economy.
So what I can understand is that the main intention is to get the best from the globe,
Yes.
to help the Indian furniture sector to thrive, right? So where where can we expect to see the clusters?
Cluster is a very
Yeah.
new concept in India, as our Prime Minister has already mentioned that we will have the new ideology of plug and play clusters. And furniture sector was regarded as one of the 12 champion sectors announced by Honorable Prime Minister in 2022. And since then, we have been envisaging to create a furniture cluster. Size of a country like India, I would say we need more than 50 clusters. But to start with the first one, we are looking at northern Indian market, where it is connected well with the airport, so that the customers who are could be probably designers or could be direct customers could easily approach, fly down, visit the cluster, spend a day or two, and visit the factories, visit the retail atmosphere. I'm looking at the northern India, probably Rajasthan or Punjab, to start with, to create the first cluster.
Wonderful news for the industry. So we know that the furniture export is dominated by few countries, from around the world. So what is the council doing to ensure that India also gets some significant share?
As I already mentioned, China, if we look at the global trends, China exports around $100 billion worth of furniture, out of which 50 billion itself is purchased by US. So it's an irony that China exports 100 billion, US imports 100 billion, 50% from China, 50% from rest of the world. But a very important fact here is that Vietnam, who started furniture manufacturing sector industry just 10 years ago, is today exporting over more than $9 billion worth of furniture. This growth, unprecedented growth in a period of short span of 8 to 9 years, is actually contributed to the fact that Vietnam created very efficient clusters, which were creating, manufacturing very economic, cost-effective furniture, specifically for the designed for the target sector, target market, target consumer, and they got a significant share of US market from China. Also, the duty structure helped them, which is, I think it's 0% duty from Vietnam. But if we look at India also, our relations with the US, which is right now the biggest market, and also so many other countries with whom we have free trade agreements, India could actually become an export hub of furniture sector with because of the huge skilled manpower pool that we already have, and the ecosystem of fabrics and other materials that we are able to create in India at a very, very competitive price. I see India becoming a very, very strong player in the export market, global export market. It will be very soon that you will see that these clusters will play a very pivotal role in shaping up the Indian furniture sector and playing a big role in the export market.
Government was considering the PLI scheme in the furniture segment. What is the status? We didn't hear anything about it.
PLI scheme in the furniture sector was being considered alongside the announcement that was made by the Prime Minister that furniture sector would be regarded as a champion sector. Indian furniture exports has not grown considerably high, as I already said. And to boost the exports, PLI scheme could be considered. But I feel that it is time that the furniture industry gets together, creates some sort of a target, and we have to lobby hard with the government and get the PLI scheme kick-started. We will be very happy to assist the industry and work with the industry and bring the right message to the government and lobby for the PLI scheme in the furniture sector to be considered.
On behalf of Furniture Design and Technology, as well as Surfaces Reporter, we are like the voice for the industry. So what kind of message would you like to give to the furniture manufacturers, exporters, as well as the designers who buy and do a lot of turnkey work in furniture?
I would really like to convey a heartfelt message to the entire furniture industry of India that it's a very, very sunshine sector. It's a sector which has huge demand globally. It is economically a very, very viable and a high profit sector. We all must get together. We have to formalize a very organized economy, create a competitive edge for Indian products in the global market. And I think it is going to be one of the most important GDP contributing sector to the Indian economy. It's just time we all get together and work on design, good quality, and good competitiveness. It's going to be a very, very important move in the Indian export economy.
Such a positive message. So with this, we will end for now, and we'll look forward to getting more updates about the council in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.